Hi everybody, my name is Grebeniuk and today I want to represent my 3D model of table and chairs. Here you can see my assembly. Let's take a look at each piece of the table and chairs to see how I made them. Let's move to the part 1. That's I started doing the table with this detail. This is the leg of the table. I made it mostly using sketch feature, extrusion, and I used fillet to make this part more fancy. As you can see, here is different designs. For them I used fillet option. The next piece of my table is part 2. This circle is used to hide two parts of this table inside of it, and then this table becomes smaller. You will see it on the animation of my model. Let's move to the next one. This is part 3. As you can see, here are some protrusions, and you will see holes on part 4. I made them to connect pieces of the table into one thing, so that it looks complete. Let's move to part 4. Here you can see these holes. They are used to connect these parts of the table. Let's move to part 6. Part 6 also has this protrusion. To connect with this part of the table, here I made a hole to connect with the left part of the table, and let me show you another side. I made protrusions here as well to connect with part 6. Now let's take a look at part 6. Yeah, here you can see part 6 also. Here is a hole, here is a protrusion, and two holes to connect with this detail. Okay, let's return to the assembly. Let me move these pieces a little bit so that they look more natural on the background. Okay. Nice. Now let's take a look at chairs. These are the two same chairs. How I made the chair. Here you can see some sources of light because I made render for this chair. I will show you a little bit later. So I made chair mostly using sketch feature, extrusion, also I used fillet feature, and I used freeform box to make these pillows on the chair. Yeah, I use different materials for this chair. Here you can see wood, and I used another material for the pillows, and one more for these decorative circles on the legs of the chair. Let's come back to the assembly, and then I will show you the render of my model in the Inventor Studio. I placed, let me show you just a little bit. Okay, I placed one camera from this view, and also I placed two local lights. These are blue lights. Now let's take a look at the render. Here you can see the render of my chair and tables. It takes some time to complete the render, so let's wait a little bit. Okay, I think that it's enough because it takes so long to wait when the render is done. I think that you can see my part and the render and sources of light here. Let's move to the animation part, probably the most interesting. Let's take a look at the animation. I made the animation for the table and for chairs as well. So you can see how my table moves and how it becomes smaller. Let's go. Here you can see how two parts of the table hide inside of it, and then the table becomes just round. That's it. Thank you very much for attention. I hope you liked my model. Have a nice day. Bye.